This is a horizon line. This is the sky, and this is the ground. This is a vanishing point. It's where things appear to disappear as they go back in space. And this is a crash course for beginners in one-point perspective. For this exercise, we're first going to draw a horizon line across the middle of our page. I've got my paper running long ways, and we will also place a vanishing point in the middle. If you were doing your own drawing and it was important for you to be able to see more of the sky, you could bring your horizon line down lower. If you wanted to see more of the ground, you could bring your horizon line up higher. And you could also place your vanishing point anywhere that you wanted to on your horizon line. But we're going to keep it simple for today and put it right in the middle. You'll see that I have a various amount of different shapes on my paper. We're just going to work with one at a time. So if you need to pause the video as you draw a shape or as you connect to the vanishing point, feel free to do so. We're going to start with a square. We want to make a square first that crosses our horizon line. So make sure that you get it across the horizon line. Go ahead and draw a square. The next thing we're going to do is connect our square to the vanishing point. We're only going to connect the corners to the vanishing point that don't run through the shape. So for example, if I were to connect this corner to the vanishing point, I would be drawing through my square, and I don't want to do that. Now, if that were a case where I could see through the box or it was made out of glass or something, sure, you would connect it, but we have an opaque square. So I'm going to connect this corner to the vanishing point as well. And you see it turns our square into 3D. The only issue we have now is, where do we cut our square off? That's totally up to you. But the only rule is that you take your ruler and you line it up with the front edge. And you want to make sure that you slide it back, keeping it parallel with that front edge. So I'm going to figure out where I want my square. I slid it back, and I'm going to cut it off. Once I do that, I have my shape as a 3D shape. I can erase my horizon line that's running inside of it, and there you go. You're going to find as you work with perspective that it's really kind of important to make your lines very lightly, because you'll notice as I erase these lines that go back to the vanishing point, they're a little dark. They can still be seen. So if I were working on a drawing, I would be drawing a lot lighter than this. So there's my square going to the vanishing point. Now let's go across over here on the other side, and let's make a triangle that also crosses the vanishing point, or crosses the horizon line. Sorry about that. I'm going to connect the corners to my triangle up to the vanishing point. There's one there. There's one here. However, I am not going to connect this one because it goes right through there. So now I need to cut my triangle back. This time, the front edge of my triangle is at a slant. So I want to make sure that I keep my ruler slanted and follow along until I want to cut it off. And then I can erase. Let's move to our next square. We're going to connect this, this, and this up to the vanishing point, but we're not going to connect this one. So I'm taking the first one, this corner goes up to the dot. This next corner also goes up to the dot. And this last corner goes up to the dot. Now I have two different sides here that I need to cut off. I notice that this side has a line in the front that goes straight across. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler, I will slide it up wherever I want to cut it off. Luckily, I have a see-through ruler, so I'm able to do that very easily, even looking through the ruler, and I cut it off. Now, this side goes straight up and down. So what I'm going to do is lay it straight up and down. I'm going to slide it, keep it parallel, keep it straight. You can kind of look at this line, you can look at the side of your paper, and I'm going to cut it off. And there you go. You have another square that turns into a rectangular prism in 1-point perspective. Let's go up to this triangle. I'm going up here. I'm connecting this to the vanishing point. I'm connecting this corner and this corner to the vanishing point. Okay, now I am dealing with a slant. So I want to line my ruler up and I want to slide it back. And when I get to where I want to stop, cut it off. This one, I also want to keep this running parallel, slide it back, cut it off. See how easy that is? Now we've taken a triangle and a square and we've made them 3D. What do we do when we have a circle or an oval? So go ahead and make yourself a circle down below, make yourself a circle or an oval up above, and let's give this one a try. So I just used a lid, traced a circle, but we run into an issue where we don't have corners to connect to the vanishing point. So what do we do now? Well, what we want to do is take our ruler and go to the widest area there on our circle. So this is about the fattest it'll go, and I'm going to run it to the vanishing point. The fattest that it'll go right there is about right there. So I'm going to run that to the vanishing point, and that's going to turn my circle into a cylinder. Now, you may be like, okay, well, I'm just going to take my circly thing here and make it work for my back side. That would work. However, this is going to be a bigger circle than what you have back here. See how it gets smaller as it goes back? The easiest way to do this is to just kind of look at it and make you a parallel line that kind of mirrors what you have going on in the front. Same way with my oval. I'm going to fattest sides here. And then to cut it off, I'm going to mirror how that curve goes. And it looks really cool that way. And that's how you do it. Practice making shapes, stacking shapes, creating your own shapes. See what you can build.